Sandy Fonzo of Wilkes-Barre says the pain never left her son after Chivarella wrongfully sentenced him as a teen. Her 23-year-old son shot and killed himself last year. Tonight, Fonzo spoke out on CNN and talked to Eyewitness News. Our Shannon Murphy joins us now from the Wilkes-Barre newsroom with this mother's anguish. Shannon?
Mark, Sandy Fonzo says she will never forgive Mark Chivarella for the pain that he caused her family. But she hopes by speaking out tonight she will gain support from other parents whose kids were mixed up in the Kids for Cash scandal.
Remorse, never did he ever say he was sorry.
Tonight, Sandy Fonzo had a chance to tell the world her story. Fonzo was interviewed by Don Lemon on CNN, live from the WBRE studios.
Can you ever forgive this judge?
No, never.
Fonzo is known for her face-to-face confrontation with former Luzerne County Judge Mark Chivarella as he walked out of federal court a free man on Friday.
Do you remember me? Do you remember my son? An all-star wrestler? He's good. He shot himself in the heart.
Fonzo says her son, 23-year-old Ed Kenzikoski, shot himself in the heart 8 months ago after being sent away by Chivarella. Kenzikoski was locked up for 6 months on drug paraphernalia charges when he was 17.
And when he came out of there, he was never the same. He was, his eyes, he was never the same. He was just pent up with anger and bitterness and resentment.
That built-up anger led Kenzikoski to a few other run-ins with the law. Fonzo says the system never tried to help her son. It just continued to beat him down.
There was never any kind of help or anything. He never looked at each kid as an individual and looked into them and saw their home, saw anything. He lined them up. There was a minute and they were shackled and taken away.
Then last June, without warning, Kenzikoski took his life.
That was it. End of our lives.
On Friday, when Fonzo got word that the jury had found Chivarella guilty on 12 counts, she rushed to the courthouse so she could see him leave in handcuffs. But when that didn't happen, she lost it.
This is not a cash for kids case, and we hope somebody starts getting the message.
He's not here anymore. My kid's not here. He's dead. He got some hands. He ruined my life. I'd like him to go to hell and rot there forever.
Everything that I was saying to him, he wouldn't even turn and look at me. I was yelling at the back of his head. And then when he did, when I poked his shoulder because I asked him to look at me, I wanted to see if he remembered me, he turned and he gave me a little half of a turn, no respect at all.
Fonzo just hopes her story will reach other families and that it will give them the courage to speak up at Chivarella's sentencing.
The only reason I'm doing this now is because I want all them families there, and I want to get some justice for our kids. I want him to pay for what he did.
Now, even though the charges that Chivarella was convicted of carry a maximum sentence of 157 years, the sentencing guidelines are 12 to 16. Reporting live from the Wilkes-Barre newsroom, Shannon Murphy, Eyewitness News.
So much anguish for that woman. We can only hope she finds some peace. Thank you, Shannon.